Guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use this cforce 600. This cforce 600 is a very more powerful quad versus the Polaris 570 down there. But you might be either getting this two-seater or that two-seater. Most likely you'll be getting the Polaris because it's a little bit more mellow power than this one. But if you end up getting this one, it's very easy to start. I do recommend before going off to the trails is giving some brake drills. So you give it some throttle, brake, throttle, some brake. What happens is you got your brakes here. This controls all four. And then what they do is when they're hitting the brakes, they accidentally go like this as a reaction because they're trying to grab the handlebar like this, but they have their hands here. First thing you want to make sure is never engage four-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. And then there is lockers down here. Do not activate these lockers. They're incredibly tough to turn. And then sometimes they do get stuck. So please just only use two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Please do not activate these lockers. This is the winch. Please do not touch any of this. Kill switch here. Lights. And I think I wired my lights to be on all the time. So the very first thing you want to do to turn on this machine is turn on the key. Let it prime, give it some time. If you start the machine right away, and it doesn't want to start, don't panic. It's just because it's probably cold or enough gas didn't prime in. Same thing with the Polaris 570. Make sure you're either on neutral or park. If the gearing does get stuck, say for instance, you're trying to go high or low, just wiggle the quad back and forth and it'll just shove in. That's pretty normal for every single quad, single quad, and the dirt bikes, they do that same thing. Just got to wiggle it. Polaris does the same thing. So yeah, essentially, once you're in park or neutral, turn on the key. Your power button is right here. Make sure you're in park. Just allow it to warm up. Now, if it's really cold outside, it's not starting or having a little bit of hard time, you might have to give it a little bit of gas. I don't know if you're renting this in the wintertime or summertime. Gas, obviously, make sure you don't get any dust or dirt in the debris. If you are picking up the unit, you can just click it into place. Make sure you're at a complete stop if you got to engage neutral, high, or low. So if you're riding, there's going to be somewhat of a hill climb. Stop wherever you're at. Engage low gearing, and then go ahead and do the hill climb. And then once you're done with the hill climb, put it back on high, because the thing is the belt can snap. And then for the most part, you should be on high and two-wheel drive. Please do not try to drift this unit. It's a 1,000-pound quad. It is very, very heavy and very top heavy. Very easy to roll this unit over. And then other than that, leave the key here. Again, reminder, please do not activate this locker. But for the most part, you turn on, let it prime. You see how I didn't want to turn on, or it's not turning on high. Make sure it's on park. See, notice it's stuck right here. Give it a little wiggle. So you're going, right? And then you want to engage four-wheel drive. Stop where you're at. Four-wheel drive. Once you start driving, put it back on H. Hard to do with one hand. You'll see the sign right there. Disengage four-wheel drive when you're done. And that's it. Now we'll go ahead and get to the Polaris 570.